Breaking news, President-elect Donald Trump has responded to the question in regards to the UFO sighting specifically in New Jersey. And what he has to say is a bit surprising. Let's watch.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
Want to know the
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
You got to pay close attention to what is being said, and specifically how it's being said, because some of the answers that we're looking for or seeking are in plain sight, hidden in plain sight. He made it very clear that the government knows where these drones are coming from, and that the president knows where these drones are coming from, and that for whatever reason they don't want the public to know, even though Donald Trump feels as though we all should. For some reason, he says, I can't imagine that it's the enemy, because if it's the enemy, they would have immediately blasted down. And that's the question that a lot of us were asking. If these things had the potential from being from our enemies, our adversaries, then why isn't it that they haven't brought these things down? Because they know where these things are coming from. It's a possibility. Now, Trump isn't saying this, I'm saying it, that the government has something to do with these drones. And Trump stated that there's something strange going on. And for the conspiracists within a lot of us, we could only hope and believe that it is potentially UFO, UAP, extraterrestrial related. And as you guys saw there towards the end, Trump was asked if he had received an intelligence briefing on this matter, which he responded with,
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on it.
And if you've been watching this channel long enough, then you know that I'm a believer that if they say stuff like that, it's because the answer is yes. How else would he be so comfortable and confident to say that the government and our current president knows exactly what these things are? For those of you that didn't see the previous video that I posted before this one, there was a clip in there, and I'm about to play the clip again, of a guy that was in the army that works specifically on drones, and he states that he knows why, or that he believes he knows the reason why these drones are being used. Let's watch.
I'm making this video because I have figured out what the drone situation is. I was in the Army, active duty. I worked on drones. I was a maintenance NCO for some surveillance drones. And before that, I worked on the Apache, the Kiowa. I know aviation. So what people are not noticing is that you have two separate types of drones and two separate types of things in the air right now. First off, the drones that you see with flight lights or anti-collision lights, or the things that the FAA requires, those are drones that are probably operated by the United States government. Now, the orbs that you've been seeing on the internet, that is the reason why all those drones are up there. And that is also why the government isn't telling you what's going on. And that's because the drones that you see that look like regular aircraft, those drones are up there to get some information on the actual orbs, which are actually the UFOs.
The thought that these drones are going up because there's some questionable orbs in the sky, so much so that they feel like there may be a potential threat. So they're trying to do some reconnaissance on them. But that's not the only thing that's happening right now. There have been pilots that have reported seeing UAPs going up into the clouds. There are people that have reported seeing stuff being sprayed down from these drones. There have also been radio interference happening that sounds like aliens are trying to break through and contact us. Let's watch all of that. Before we get back to this, a lot of y'all have been asking me about the aliens are real vintage tees. I don't got on one right now. I'm wearing the vintage hoodie, which are still available on the website. The vintage tees were showing sold out, but I did find a couple of them in size small. There's one in 2XL and there's about 10 in 3XL. Grab them before they're gone. And back to the video.
This is wild, and this just happened over Ohio. So this pilot was saying that he was seeing this UFO UAP thing flying around. What he saw, it flew up into the clouds, and he said as soon as it hit the clouds, this is what happened. He doesn't know what the object was. He doesn't know if it blew up. He doesn't know if this was exhaust, but it looks quite crazy. Look at that. It looks like the cloud is catching on fire and some gases. He said that he landed pretty close by in one of those fields, and within seconds, it was all like corridored off, and there were these officials that wouldn't say what agency or where they were from, and they just said that he could not enter the area or the arena. I'm not one for conspiracies, and so I'm not going to comment too heavily on this, but I do want to know what's going on. Was anyone in Ohio, I believe this was over Youngstown, that witnessed this, that can tell us what happened amongst the locals there?
Outside of this clip, I honestly don't know what to make of this, because I went searching for some information in regards to this Youngstown UFO, UAP drone, whatever it was that went up into the clouds that made this spark, this flame, and I can't find anything. He did state that the pilot that witnessed this incident did try to land in a field nearby, and instantly the area was barricaded, blocked off. Officials was out there trying to determine what that was. It's a possibility that they are withholding this information from the public.
Guys, excuse me. Do you see this? This is the beach off of New Jersey. If you go on Google and type in New Jersey beach camera live, you'll get a number of these cameras. Guys, you can watch these things live, and it's crazy. This is just a screenshot that I took real quick. These are the drones off of the shore. There are, like, at any given time, like 20 that you can see, and you see some weird stuff, okay? So go check this out real quick. Go online, type in New Jersey beach cam live, and see all of these. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, the one, people keep seeing it, they say it's a portal, it's a lens flare, it's from the camera, but there's other crazy stuff going on. Okay, go check it out.
If that right there wasn't one of the clearest indicators that it's a possibility that these drones are coming from our water, like, I didn't think it was possible until I saw this. Drones are actually coming up out of the water.
So the drones are coming from the inside of the ocean.
After seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer?
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted the state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat, and they reported seeing 13 following their boat, and then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here. Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before. Wow.
Look at this. Look at him spraying. Look at that. Look at that. He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is crazy, man. Look at this guy. They're spraying the skies. Look, he just sprayed that. This guy. This guy just sprayed that.
And we viewed this clip once before, but now I'm looking at it from a different lens. What if this is a drone's version of a chemtrail? And if that's the case, then wouldn't it also mean that this drone has the potential to be gas powered, which is something that I haven't ever heard of, a gas powered drone. You know, planes and helicopters, they use fuel. Why can't drones also use fuel? I mean, I would imagine that it doesn't acquire very much to get these things up in the sky longer than these batteries can. But if it wasn't a chemtrail and that's not the case, then what was that thing was spraying? And was it even a drone? Now, I have two different clips of what sounds like aliens trying to communicate with us through radio signal using this station right here. I guess it is 106.7 in New York. And we're about to view both of those. Listen closely.
The hell is that?
Like Donald Trump says, there's some strange stuff going on. And I honestly wanted to be aliens. I honestly wanted to be aliens. God. But as long as they come in peace, how cool would that be? Oh, man, I'm ready. As y'all can tell, I'm ready. What in the world is this light in the sky, and how is that even possible? That thing looked like it's just sitting in a cloud, just creating all these lights. It's almost like, look at this. You can see 6 different beams of it too. How is this possible? What? And it almost looked like it's like a party in the sky. What in the world? Never seen anything like this in my life. It's beautiful to look at, I tell you that much. Even though I know the feds and Homeland and etc. isn't telling us the truth, but look at how they are all together. Something's effing fishy. Something effing fishy going on. Who put that there? But would you look at that though? What is it exactly could they be flying towards? You look at certain video clips like the one that we're watching now, it's kind of hard to tell what they would categorize this as. Are we looking at orbs, or are we looking at drones, or are we looking at UAPs, which is the only thing that I feel like I can categorize this phenomena as, because I don't know what I'm looking at. And that would be the definition of a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena, flying in some sort of formation much higher than any drone that we know is capable of doing. But clearly the drones that we've been seeing in all these videos are not civilian drones. That's all I got for y'all today, but that's not all I got for y'all. Stay tuned for more. Hit that like button, comment your thoughts and opinions down below, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. See you.